Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. One time he came here to get me. But I pray.
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home, but I know it's the loneliest it's ever. But if it gets in,
I'm sorry.
why does everyone always? Mum was sick. Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but
It's...
What? You?
Listen to me, all right? We were with him, but...
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king.
It'll work out.
I hope the next king is as nice.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe!
Sorry for leaving.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes. Thank you for...
It looks like she's...
She's a strong... But we've more troubles ahead.
If Luis is the curse's...
I wish I could... We cannot lose faith.
Well, there's... I doubt the church would accept...
True enough.
Sorry. Laying here. I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's...
Keep... That book. Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the...
What?
If you don't mind. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. In this world, there is... One cannot put us taking and this idea of competing for... Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. Still, besides, take us Clamars, we're the majority. A problem with lofty words. Still, I've been so Wait.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Ladies and gents, happy to choose our new room, and we call it... Our aspirants was first. We have the exhibition of the brave. Official wording.
Stroll? Why call...
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through grid...
Hey, looks like...
There's a note here. Given the spell's complex...
You mean to suggest... Luis possesses a written composition of the curse.
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we...
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it?
We have little choice but to hope it's not.
That reminds me. A cry...
A flyer for the tournament for the... An interesting gamble, but saying it's being...
Do you think
In the...
That boat.
if we don't...
Let's enter this...
Huh? Besides,
Wait! It's... This could be just... He doesn't care, which means...
You're going to make him a king?
If all we need to do is get Luis's...
I see.
Just a
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
If it's former...
I see.
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future, no matter who someone is.
Sheesh. So much for being...
Your resolve has marked you a...
Good heavens. Haven't you put... Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this... I see. I'll be cheering for you and...
What's the...
It's a big, grand...
So you're going to try and...
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
I hadn't thought of that.
Is it even possible? Well, if we want Louise to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah. Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? What? We got a desert?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He...
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on. And, obviously, you're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay.
Some postings over there. There should be...
Looks like everyone...
One of these bounties is bound to make...
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here!
Are you not here for this tournament? It's slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthy...
How about requests on anything aside?
Ugh, he's horrible.
This might just be...
That man's an elite. Besides,
Oh, of course.
if you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've...
Stuck up...
He was right about...
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe it's because we don't have...
Sharp as always. Don't worry, I'll explain.
As long as you can convince Hulken...
Ho there! Are you really You three must be... Your pardon.
A guard captain?
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heismay has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and...
But he's just a lone kidnapper.
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. We've no idea how...
I see.
I'd no choice but just a pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's no...
You only can't...
Closure. In that case...
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would his royal height...
I guess...
I'll convince...
Oi, oi!
No, thank you.
Hey!
Let's focus.
Let's go.
No, Red.
No, indeed. See? Don't worry about it.
Well, I have made... How best to put it?
Well, under the circumstance...
Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's estate.
Still, you didn't hesitate.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. Those who refused the
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight. Let's rest.
Now then.
Don't push us.
What? Good night.
Can I come in?
What's wrong?
You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said, and that's what you're all doing. Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
Wait for me.
Yep, I'll be waiting. The next time I see...
This one's important.
I never got a chance to...
Captain.
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to... Since our meeting, I've done... It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before. On a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it...
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents, yet I wonder... How could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter, in this country, one cannot become even those who aspire to statecraft. Should they earn title but break in this way? Quite the opposite of our own country. Had our land... No, I must clear... Oh, it takes power, my dear...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound!
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward. By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And, if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for them!
It'll crash!
Whoa!
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What hell? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You dolt! You nearly brought down the cathedral!
Have a care, you fool. It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
That feckless, shameless old fool!
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
Just a sec.
Can you hear me?
Let's see. Let's see.
This place here.
Wow!
Oh.
Spectacular.
This is amazing! I can hardly believe she...
You're telling...
So this is what you used to... Look, old fellow, are you really on our side?
Money? What I want is a little gusto.
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite... everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can... Neurus? Even amidst... As always.
No new commissions.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused.
But...
'Tis an unreasonable request, I... 'Twas specially made for His High...
I've deadlines to meet.
You've been acting stranger than...
Whoa!
Good God. Is this the very craft commit? Even knowing His Highness was gone. However, for a craft, did you really build this?
Masterpiece?
You imbecile! A lowly. Look. Then I suggest you cooperate. For both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh?
'Tis no...
For... Hold. And... That's it?
'Twas His Highness...
Huh?
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest... I think. How encouraging. All I want is to push this...
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him.
I think we can...
If you're sure...
Either way, he knows the prince is alive.
You're not gonna handle the fighting.
This guy's got no filter.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brialhaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows...
Then again, what do you think of this plan?
I trust all...
Good enough for me. A captain's got to... The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight.
No. His title... Then again, our true aim is... Our fate rests.
Thank you.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the course.
Good to know.
Yes.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not, after all. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the...
He's... certain... Oh, yeah? Let's see here.
What's this? What's this?
Hello?
All right, then. Let's go.
Did you know?
Speaking of...
All right, then.
Let's go! Actually?
Now we're...
What?
So then...
Sweet!
Well then...
What?
All right.
The gauntlet protected.
Hey. I see.
Thoughts?
Yep.
All right, then.
Hey. Now then. Speaking of...
What's that?
Oh, I see. Then...
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
True.
I knew it!
What now?
Well met. Well then.
Hey. Now that... Got a moment? Hey. Aye.
Look at...
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
All right.
I say, we could...
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophet. One theory, as though themselves...
That's...
Certainly.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there!
Huh?
Huh?
However...
All right.
The god monsters, the parties.
Well met. I see.
All right.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
My star!
Sanctus of...
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them...
Prominent candidates.
No, see where they're at.
stuck out in the wild.
So 'tis a clash to hold...
Look! Over by the legs.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Let's give Gladel it.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis.
Agreed.
I say, huh?
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just...
Okay, then.
There should be...
We're here to help! Who goes there? Well, that Cornland. You're that commoner candidate who did...
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished! You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place! Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose your petty...
Remember...
Go for his followers first.
Go, my brethren!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
I shall show you what true magic is.
Behold, we stand together! I cannot move!
It's not working!
I will fight with pride!
I don't know their weakness.
I'm all prepared.
Guess
Not
we'll
this.
just try what we've got.
They got careless.
I shall seize my chance! What could you hope to achieve?
This is God's
Look out!
Only a flesh wound.
He knows we can't attack him.
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slap.
I will usher you to his side.
Burn!
You disgrace the Sanctus way.
The blade deck!
This can't
A
be.
tough one.
What could you hope to achieve?
Brace yourself!
I'll cut you down.
Told you I thought. It's too early to go to his side. This can't be.
Witness me, brethren!
To him, I return.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now! Feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh!
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers! Sanctism will reign!
Here they come.
In the name of justice. In the name of justice. Now, what's the play?
In the name of justice!
I can't afford to hold back. Now, what's the play?
Know your place, peasants! Behold my power! Witness me, brethren!
I shall fight as the noble I am. Now, what's the play? I can't afford to hold back.
In the name of justice!
Know your place, peasants!
In the name of justice! In the name of justice!
Now, what's the play?
In the name of justice!
I can't afford to hold back. Now, what's the play? I shall fight as the noble I am.
Witness me, brethren!
Now, what's the play? I shall fight as the noble I am.
Behold my power!
Now, what's the play?
In the name of justice!
Know your place, peasants! Witness me, brethren!
I can't afford to... I call upon royal power within!
Behold my power!
Come forth, royal soul! Scour!
Take this!
No!
Sanctism will reign!
Wish we knew their affinities. Only one way to find out.
I shall fight as the noble I am.
in the name of justice.
Witness me, brethren!
Oh, mystic fire!
The freedom of a wanderer. Wind! Still here?
Damn you! Sanctism will reign!
Is that all?
What can I do?
Badly wounded.
Sanctism will reign!
Oh, you've done it.
Stroll can't take any more.
So, yet you're desperate.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants?
Now. What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll
Phew. Finally, he took the hint.
Hey! What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Are you hurt?
Of course I'm not hurt. Look.
Why, Gladell, surely you... Honestly.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me?
Nothing so soft. Now please, darling.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shielded. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. So you're not just a pretty thing.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Really?
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey!
An airport.
Luis!
My lord, Louis.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my Lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm just another...
Indeed. One would think you commoners, but...
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your...
I want to help you.
Oh?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step...
We want to help anyone in...
Anyone?
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them?
Please, I know we can help.
You do know what that vision is. You can't change the...
See you, loves.
Don't think this... Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least...
He wants to see our power, does it?
As the chirping birds are the sound the party never had.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
It's over.
What say we go...
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
It doesn't...
I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment...
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but...
Sounds...
Hear me out, would you? Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you...
Oh, yes. Well, that old fellow, after that, something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
This one's important.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh.
Isn't that...
Departing the tower.
Tis far more.
Not many people out.
Ah, you're here.
I know it's been a while.
Glad to hear. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this.
I take it the...
Aye, natural. Speaking of.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was there.
Luis is...
Captain.
Looks like...
Can he be No, I'm sure...
You chaps go on.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
What? Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a...
Oh, good.
Tis a unique texture.
You're...
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold. You mustn't judge by appearances. Besides...
No choice, I suppose.
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes.
Aye.
And you think...
I'm told...
For a...
If I recall the brief, it'll...
Aye.
So... is Heisme's hideout... Oh, I smell trouble.
It's a campground.
Let's... Alright.
Now that you mention...
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out.
Let's work...
We're all...
We help...
Inspire it. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine together. I'm...
Tis altogether different from the roast. What?
You must have got...
I'll schedule it.
If they aren't...
Now.
It's been a while.
Exactly.
What now?
Pleasure to see.
Yeah.
Right? Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's gorgeous out!
Hold on.
Let's hurry.
More people missing. Hello there. More people missing.
Beg your pardon.
You!
What now?